So we were Thursday. We had the College of Health Sciences. So yeah, that's on South Campus if you're not familiar with where that is.
And I figured one of the main things you guys can talk about is that we don't take a tour to South Campus, but you can mention the different types of majors that they have. Is that one here somewhere? Okay, here we go. So there's the types of majors they offer are the communicative disorders, health, kinesiology, nursing, nutrition, and sports medicine. And if we were also talking about kinesiology, you can explain that it's pre-physical therapy, pre-occupational therapy, and pre-chiropractic therapy if no one really understands what kinesiology stands for. Okay.
Yeah. There are scholarships available for any health science major, and there are so many career opportunities that are listed on the brochure actually. With that, communicative disorders, speech pathologists, health educators, athletic trainers, nursing, dietitians and nutritionists, and any other sports medicine careers available.
And so since nursing is such like a wide range it's really popular here, you can mention like there's a 17-month program for the BSN that's after your regular like registered nursing thing. And then you can also mention how we have like skills labs and like people you can practice on and like different places that you can practice for nursing.
There is the Gordon Natural Area. It's 100 acres of natural land, trees, streams, things like that. And it's partnered with People Amazon Center for Environmental Education and Research, Heat Illness Evaluation, Avoidance and Treatment Institute, and Center for Healthy Schools, and a Stress Reduction Center as well.
There's all the fields for the sports teams are near the health science building, which is convenient since a lot of people in the health science majors play sports.
There are like 5 gyms, there's 2 pools, there's a diving well, so there's all kinds of different things down there that you can use to like focus on and use as your like resource to different things.
You might just want to mention too that like there are the shuttle buses that bring you down to the health science building, and they run every 15 minutes, and that we have an app that can tell you where they're at, so that's really helpful.
And then it's also important to note that all majors in the health science field do have some hands-on experience, whether that's clinicals or different skill labs or things like that.
Very good. Questions from the group?
I know certain health science majors have a different, I guess, an application process because some of them need to go through an interview process. What does that look like? I guess, what does that look like, or which majors would require an interview?
Athletic training. We have a number of, they call them the dual review programs, and so, you know, the music students and the transition, and but for health sciences, it's just athletic training that has the dual review process as far as admissions goes.
So when you're talking about our nursing program, it's important that you guys know, all of you, that our nursing program is one of our most competitive majors. That nursing program has about 51 spots that they're able to fill. Okay, so that's not how many applications we get. We get a couple thousand applications for that nursing program, but there's only 51 available seats. So when we're talking about those students need to meet a certain admissions criteria, it's okay to tell them that that criteria is high, and if you're not meeting it, it's likely you're not going to be accepted to that program.
I mean, easier to get into something else related to nursing and then try to get into the program?
There's no transferring into nursing. Our athletic training program is just as strenuous with that process, in addition to our PPD, our pre-med, and
we have pre-occupational, and there might have been therapy. I don't know.
PPD, pre-med, and nursing. Pre-med and nursing and athletic training are the toughies.
And when you look at the info guides or the view books, like the 8.5 by 11 books we have in the office,
On the back where it lists all of our majors, we tell you the ones in parentheses that are freshmen only. So like it says athletic training. Nursing, it doesn't say it next to it, but it is. So we are very upfront with families that you cannot internally transfer into those programs.
And the reason for it is it's not just about being super selective, although that's part of it, is because of all the hands-on hours that they need and to maintain that accreditation, they just have to keep the class size small. And so the faculty-student ratio has to be a certain way, and they have to arrange for all these nursing students to have their clinicals off-site as well. And so they just can't manage, it just wouldn't make sense to have 500 students in the nursing program. So that's why they don't do change in majors, is because there's a very limited number of spaces.
Also, 80% of our students are passing the NCLEX.
NAPLEX.
What?
NAPLEX, right?
They're the NCLEX.
NCLEX. 80% of our students are passing that, and 95% of our students are passing the MCAT.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the medical exam.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's a high percentage.
You can transfer into the PPE major.
Mm-hmm.
You guys just said that. Like,
Nursing and athletic training.
When I sat in on the nursing thing, they said they had like 1 or 2
It's a 1
spots
to 2%
maybe a year.
chance. Yeah.
So 1 to 2% chance. There are programs that,
Very limited.
I remember we have to account
And you have all the prereqs before you can.
I remember that we're also taking in transfer students.
That's what I asked, is if transfers from like other schools can, because.
The students that are coming in from transfer, they can go into the nursing program. Most of them already have their RN.
So yeah, they would do
So
that.
it's a different program, but nonetheless, that's X amount of bodies still going into that program.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, are there any other questions? I know it's a little confusing. There's lots of different things.
And when in doubt, direct them to us.
Mm-hmm.
So have them stop back in the office, tell the receptionist to call one of us, and we'll come down and explain that to them. The other thing that I wanted to ask about was the shuttle buses. And is that what it was? It was somewhere down here. Mary, what did you talk about?
I talked about the
Shuttle.
There were pools
The
and
pools.
gyms.
How much does it cost to ride the bus?
The shuttle bus?
It's free.
So included in the cost of attendance. So make sure you let families know it's included in the cost of attendance. Yeah.
So what's the latest it runs?
I think it's still 2.
2 a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m., right?
And I know this isn't, we're really focusing on the academics for this exercise, but because it goes along well with this, Westchester has the largest Division II program, and so the athletic training students, it's a really good fit because they get to have the experience of working with a diverse amount of different sports teams, because they're going to see different things working with the football team than they would with the gymnastics and so on. So that's all.
Good. Thank you, guys.